At this time, it says on the agenda that the president's supposed to give his retiring address. And so, I've been told that there's nothing more obsolete than a past president, so I better talk fast. I don't know of another time in my life that I will have the opportunity to stand in front of a group of people that I respect and admire as much as the folks in this room today. So to get them all together at the same time, same place, the same day, I'm sure going to take advantage and try to say a few words, because I'll probably never have this opportunity again. And so that, we're kind of on the seventh inning stretch here, and so that you don't go to sleep and listen and not listen to what I have to say, I'm going to have a little exercise for you. I'd like everybody in the room to please stand. I'd like for you to turn to your left, shake the hand of the person that's on your left, if there is one. And say congratulations and thank you. Now, turn to your right. Philip Moon's going to have a problem, but turn to your right and shake the hand of the person and say congratulations and thank you. Now, look to the back of you and turn around and say congratulations, thank you. In front of you and say congratulations and thank you. So now I would like to take the opportunity to thank and congratulate. Now you keep up for just a minute. Just go ahead and stretch. To thank all of you and all of those that are unable to attend today for everything you do to make this a great organization and for providing us with a great breed of cattle to work with. It doesn't matter if you're a big breeder, small breeder, if you come from the north, south, east, west, raise polled, horned, or both. Everyone in this room and everyone who is not able to attend today has had a small part or a large part perhaps in getting us to where we are today. So I think we all owe each other a tremendous round of applause, including the staff, on making this such a great Hereford family and for allowing us to do what we are doing.
Congratulations.
Now you can sit down. Yeah, there's more. I'm sorry. I won't keep you too much longer. But while I have a captive audience, I'll go ahead. There hasn't, in my mind, there hasn't been a time in the last 30 years that is more right for the Hereford breed than right now. All the stars have come into alignment. There's been a lot of things that happened within the industry, and the timing is right for our breed again. And I think that's just awesome. General George Patton once said, I won't say it like he said it because he didn't have a Sunday school vocabulary, but he said, no one ever won a battle by defending his position. You have to attack. And I think now is the time that we attack and reach out, each and every one of us, staff, and use every tool we have in the box to reach out and catch all of the market share we can. Doesn't matter what you're selling, heifers, commercial cattle, bulls. Now is the time. Now is the time to attack. We have the technology. We have the staff. We have a world-class staff, guys. It includes the field staff, the office help, every person involved with HA. We are truly blessed, folks. We have a world-class staff that's capable of helping us achieve these goals and any other goals that we so desire. We have a branded beef program that, in my opinion, has finally reached sustainable traction. Of course, there's going to be up and downs, but I don't think we've ever seen it reach this level where the opportunities and the potential is so great. And we have the most complete breed of cattle on earth. I'm sorry, folks. I'm a Hereford breeder, and that's what I truly believe. I didn't say they were the best. I said they're the most complete. And so that will help us too. And you know, folks, we have one more thing that nobody else has. We have Hereford people. And Hereford people are just like Florida orange juice. Simply the best. I don't have moonshine in here. I already drank it. Illustration purpose time. You know, Zig Ziglar once said that a flea has a vertical leap of over 2 feet. And you can take some fleas and you can put them in a jar like this, and you can put the lid back on, and you can hear them hitting the top. Because that's not anywhere close to 2 feet, is it? They're capable of that. They'll do it for quite a long time. Then one day, you don't hear the noise anymore. Fleas are still there, but they are no longer jumping to the top of the lid. You can even take the lid off. And they have been convinced in their own mind that they cannot jump out of the jar, so they don't try. So I think that's kind of, you know, where we are as Hereford breeders. We have been slam dunked for so many years and told that we're not as good as the other guys, and we're not as this, and we're not that, that I hope we as Hereford breeders don't try and jump out of the jar. Because we feel like that's just as good as it gets, folks. I'm here to tell you, folks, the lid is off the jar. It's time for us to jump out and promote these cattle to the best of our ability and gain the market share that's rightfully ours. We have over 3,500 members now in our association. So I want to throw out something for you just to think about. If every member of our association sold just one more bull or one more heifer, that's 3,500 more head for the year. Think about what would happen if we sold 3. That's over 10,000 head. We can do it. We have the tools, we have the cattle, we have the people. I know some of you live in parts of the country it's hard to sell bull. We don't hard to sell bull. I've talked to many of you. So that's my challenge to you. Get out there and try to figure out how to sell just one bull. For those of you guys in bull country, try to sell 5 or 10 more in the coming year. We can do it. We have the cattle, and you guys can make it happen. You folks, I'm very, very optimistic about the breed, our future, our breeders. I want to share with you a few reasons why. Some of this is a little redundant, but not really, because I've taken some numbers that go back, not just this fiscal year, but go back just a little bit and really maybe kind of reflect a little more of what's truly happened, and I think it's just awesome. As Craig mentioned earlier, our cow herds numbers they're staying right at $100,000. $100,000, well, that'd work, but 100,000 head. I think that's incredible considering the drought the last 3 years that a major part of the country has had. So for us to do that, I think it's just awesome. Since 2010, bull sales have increased $1,502 a head. That's 46%, folks. Female averages are up $1,615. That's 62%, just since 2010. Isn't that awesome? That's just great. CHB has booked 2 years straight of profitability of over $572,000. You remember just a few years ago when we were $350,000 in a tank? I mean, that's just awesome. That's just awesome. Congratulations to Dale Michaeli, the sales team, the rest of his committeemen. He's very modest about this, guys, but he was very instrumental too. Craig Huffines deserves some well-earned applause for this too. The Hereford World, it's an award-winning publication with a tremendous staff. I don't think Joe Rickenbaugh is probably here, but the reason he's probably not here is because of what I'm going to say about him. He's everywhere. He's all over the place. He's like the pink bunny. He just keeps on going. So he's a great guy, and we appreciate that. And Karen Vaught, I don't know if Karen's here or not, But she runs one of the most, the publication is one of the most cost-effective and efficient magazines in the business. And of course, Angie Denton does a great job with award-winning editorials, and has done a great job with our public relations and advertising. And folks, we're just truly blessed. We really are. Thank you so much. There's no way we can, tell you how much we think of the job we're doing. And one thing else that kind of goes along with that, and they never get the proper attention that they deserve. And I'll forget somebody today, and you're thanked too, okay? But our field staff, a lot of them are back here in the back, they're world class. I'll put them up against any breeds, anytime, anywhere in the world. Guys, you do a great job, and we should thank you. We're a leader at this point in genomic research and technology implementation. I want to thank Marty Lewick, his committee, Jack Ward, and all the team that's kind of taken us down this path that we are where we are now. I want to give you a few, once in a while I'll hear, well, you guys aren't spending enough on research. It's all show-oriented or something. And, my approach this year has always been a balanced approach. We need them all, guys. One doesn't deserve anything over the other. It's going to take them all for us to survive. And I think we're doing a great job. But I want to talk to you about some combined research investment. We've invested this year $36,670 with Olson's. We've invested $60,000 in DNA genotypes. That came right out of the Hereford Association budget. And our Hereford Foundation kicked in another $27,000 with the University of Missouri for our sequencing project. So we're doing research, guys. The only thing you might disagree with is what research, but it's being done. We take it seriously. And I want to thank our team for, especially Marty, because that's the kind of committee that can't just jump around all the time. You kind of have to set sail and set course and have your headings going in the right direction and stay the course. So thank you very much. We're getting close to the end, guys. Member service. Dale did a very good job of talking about member service. It's rolling out. It's going to make it a lot of things better for our breeders. I want to thank Stacy Sanders, Dale and his committee. I want to thank the beta testers for trying to get this thing underway. And there's another person who started out on member service committee, which was new just a few years ago. And a guy that's really spearheaded the start of this is General Butch Funk. I think he's with us today, and he keeps being very interested. He started us off on that course, and Dale Van Huysen and his team have continued on course, and we're about to get to port. So thank you guys for everything that you've done. In the office, I think all of you have seen a tremendous turnaround in the friendliness and the turnaround time and the accuracy of your records. And I want to thank Dawn Hakeem and all of her team for making that happen. It's just tremendous. Since 2010, we've seen an increase in associations' investment revenues of $450,000. Folks, it's been a long time since the American Hereford Association has been in as good a shape as it's in on all fronts as it is today. I just think that's awesome. You have a board of directors that's dedicated to making our breed and our organization as good as it can be. I've worked with all of them, and they couldn't be any better. They're a world-class bunch of guys. I want to thank, we're going down through here. Not everybody can be a chairman of a committee, so I may not have mentioned you specifically, but if you're part of that committee, you've been thanked. But I want to also thank Fred Larson, who is our liaison. That's a new committee between the juniors and the seniors, and it helps facilitate things back and forth. And he and his committee's done a great job. Keith Fawcett is chairman of Show and Sale, and you look at Junior Nationals and the shows we have in Denver and all over the country, the numbers involved, the quality of cattle involved, and the quality of judges that comes out. Keith, you guys are doing an awesome job too, and I can't thank you enough. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank my wife, Pat, for all she does. Thank you. Marty Lewick, Dale Michaeli, and myself, since we all three don't get to give a speech, on behalf of them and myself, I would like to say thank you very much for the honor of allowing us to serve you on this board. It's been a tremendous experience. We've tried to do a really good job. We've been on the board with very, very similar ideas. We're going off just the same way. The only difference is we're even better friends than we were before. So it's a great bunch of guys. We want to thank you for letting us do this. You know, one thing about that deal, though, we've been told that ever since we've been on the board, and I've been thinking about this, and I'm a little worried, but we've been told we're a very strong class. I got to thinking about that. I hope that doesn't mean we don't smell good. So finally, folks, I'd like to say to you that I hope your horse never stumbles, your trails are smooth, and the grass in the pastures are always green. Thank you.